Genius Kids. Cultivating love for learning.
Chapter 14. Water Elixir of Life. Knowledge Acquisition. Earth is the only planet that supports life. Life is supported by Earth due to the following reasons: presence of air, water, minerals, soil, etc. Earth is neither very hot nor cold. Presence of atmosphere. Natural resources are vital for existence of life on Earth. Water is one of the chief natural resources that covers about 3/4 of Earth's surface. Discussion. Jack, Susie. This time I will tell you why we should know about water elixir of life. Susie: oh, is it like that? Jack: yes. Do you know our Earth is called blue planet as water is present on its surface? Water in oceans, lakes, seas, rivers, ponds and even in the polar regions in form of ice. In addition to this, underground water is also abundant. Susie: oh, such a vast area of Earth is covered with water. I'm surprised. I really want to go through this chapter, Jack. Jack: let's come. Natural resources. Natural resources are those resources which exist naturally on Earth. Natural resources. Living natural resources. Non-living natural resources. Natural resources are of two types on the basis of their renewal by nature. 1. Renewable resources. Resources which can be generated again and thus can be replenished by nature are called renewable resources. Renewable resources are further divided into two categories. 1. Exhaustible resources. Water is an example of exhaustible resource. These resources are those which will exhaust if used excessively without any chance to undergo regeneration. 2. Inexhaustible resources. These are those which will not exhaust at all. For example, solar energy, wind, etc. 2. Non-renewable resources. The resources which cannot be regenerated and refilled by nature at the rate at which they are being extracted and consumed are called as non-renewable resources. Examples include coal, natural gas, fuel, minerals like copper, etc. Water. Water is the most important natural resource. About 3/4 of the Earth is covered with water. 97% of this water is ocean water. About 2 to 3% is fresh water, out of which only groundwater is available for drinking. Sources of water. 1. Oceans. 97% of water available on the Earth is in the form of oceans and seas. This water is salty and thus unfit for drinking, washing and agricultural activity. But in spite of these drawbacks, oceans are the major sources of fresh water due to evaporation, conversion of water into water vapor, which turns sea water to vapor form followed by precipitation. 2. Rivers and lakes. Surface water in the form of rivers, lakes and ponds is the most important source of water. Although it is contaminated with dirt, suspended impurities and dissolved salts, but after appropriate treatment it becomes fit for drinking. 3. Groundwater. Rainwater and water on the surface can pass through the soil to the rocks lying beneath the ground. This water forms groundwater. The level of this water is called water table. This water is fit for drinking although it contains dissolved salts but is free from impurities. It can be obtained with the help of tube wells, hand pumps or submersible pumps, etc. Critical thinking. Stream coming out of land is called natural spring. Transpiration is the process by which plants add water to air in the form of water vapor. 4. Rainwater. Precipitation or rainwater is the purest form of water. It may contain dust particles or dissolved gases which it brings along from the atmosphere on its way to the earth. The falling of water from the clouds is called precipitation. Water as a boon. Water is an essential requirement of daily routine. All human beings, plants and animals depend on water for fulfillment of their basic needs. Several different uses of water at various places for multiple purposes are as follows. 1. Household purposes. Clean water is supplied to our homes by a network of pipelines. Water is required for drinking, washing and cooking purposes. Network of water to our homes. 1. The water we use is mostly from rivers or lakes. 2. The water is collected in large reservoirs. 3. Filtration of water takes place. 4. Water is stored in large tanks and is chlorinated. 5. Purity of water is checked, whether it is fit for drinking or not. 6. Pure water is then sent to large storage tanks in different localities. 7. From here water is supplied to houses and offices. 2. In agriculture. Irrigation of crops require huge quantities of water. 3. In industries. Water is required for variety of activities in different industries, as in manufacturing of paints, plastics, cement, fabrics, etc. Water in various industries is used as a cleaning agent, as a solvent, for the purpose of dyeing, as a key ingredient, etc. 4. Electricity generation. Flowing water can be used for generation of electricity, as in hydroelectric power stations by the use of water turbines. 5. Recreation activities. Water can be used for recreation activities such as boating, swimming, water amusement parks, etc. Critical thinking. The process of conversion of water vapor back to water is called condensation. Water cycle. The movement of water from the surface of Earth to the atmosphere and then back from the atmosphere to Earth's surface is called water cycle. It comprises of the following steps. Formation of water vapor. Formation of water vapor can occur by 1. Evaporation. Surface water changes to water vapor by heated air around us. 2. Transpiration. Water is released by plants into air through stomata in the form of water vapor. This process is called transpiration. Water cycle. Critical thinking. Different types of clouds are categorized on the basis of their shapes are cumulus, stratus, allostratus, altocumulus, cirrocumulus, cirrus, cumulonimbus. Formation of clouds. Cloud formation takes place by process of condensation. At height the air becomes cool, that leads to the conversion of water vapor into tiny drops of water. The process of conversion of water vapor to water is called condensation. Precipitation. As the clouds rise higher, more moisture condenses and accumulates on the water droplets. Slowly these water droplets grow bigger and become heavy. Hence, finally they fall on the ground. This process of falling of water on the earth is called precipitation. Snow, rain, hail are all forms of precipitation. Cause of snow. When the ice changes to water, the process is called melting. If the atmospheric temperature and the temperature close to land is at freezing point or below 0 degrees Celsius, then the ice crystals do not melt. So, they fall from clouds in the form of snow. Natural calamities related to water. 1. Floods. It rains heavily in the monsoon season. Sometimes the water in rivers, lakes and ponds gets accumulated at a very massive level that leads to rise in the water level. Water rises above the banks and then spreads throughout. Such a condition is called flood. Consequences of flood. 1. Villages, homes, crop fields, etc. get submerged in water. 2. Communication system gets jammed completely. 3. Water logging leads to spread of diseases like cholera, malaria, typhoid, etc. 4. Soil erosion makes soil infertile. States of West Bengal, Kerala, Assam, Bihar and Andhra Pradesh are prone to floods. 2. Drought. If monsoon is delayed after summers, then severe shortage of water can occur. The level of water is lowered in lakes, rivers and ponds as water is not replenished by rain. The groundwater may also become scarce. Such a dry condition is called drought. Sometimes the surface water is dried up completely. Consequences of drought. 1. Scarcity of food. 2. Top layer of soil is blown away by wind, as a result of which soil becomes infertile and thus unfit for production. Areas of Gujarat, Rajasthan, Bihar and Madhya Pradesh are highly prone to drought. We should make water conservation a habit as it is a very important resource for all living beings. Some of the basic practices that would help you save a lot of water are: do not let the taps drip. Do not keep the tap open while brushing your teeth or washing your face. Do not wash the floors, instead mop them. Water your plants early in the morning as it helps prevent evaporation. Use bucket instead of hose to clean driveways, cars, etc. Do not throw away water that has been used to wash vegetables, rice or pulses, instead use it to water plants. Make sure that wastewater coming out of water purifiers like AquaGuard is used for watering plants. Critical thinking. A violent storm with strong winds accompanied by high tidal waves is called cyclone. Famine is scarcity of food that can be caused by several factors like crop failure or overpopulation. The methods mentioned on the last page are very important for conservation of water source. In addition to this, we can go for the following. 1. Rainwater harvesting. It is a process of storage of rainwater for future use. It can be done by A. Harvesting directly from rooftops followed by its collection into underground tank. B. The help of percolation tank. Advantages of rainwater harvesting. 1. Rise in the level of water table. 2. Improvement in the quality of groundwater through dilution of salinity. 2. Check dam. These are structures made to prevent the flow of rainwater. They are built in the path of natural streams. 3. Boli or a step well. Step well is a method used for rainwater harvesting with the help of multistoried buildings to the well. Delhi region have some bowls situated in it. Critical thinking. Aquifers are reservoirs of underground water. Potable water is the water fit for drinking. Continuous review. 70% of our earth is covered with water. Several different sources of water include oceans, surface water, groundwater, and rainwater. Water is useful for drinking, irrigation, industrial activities, and recreational activities. Natural calamities related with water include floods and drought.
Like, share and subscribe.